Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armoury. Welcome to the Premier League title race show. Do apologise, you won't be seeing me tonight. However, I am poorly. So I'm going to try and do this show as quick as I can with as much detail as I still can. But yeah, I was very close to just postponing it. But you know me, I don't like to disappoint anyone. So I'm cracking on with it. If I apologise if I sneeze or cough, I'll do my best. But yeah, I'm going to try and crack on with the show. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. It's going to be interesting to see what people have thought regarding the question that I've asked people to do for me, which I've set up for tonight. So yeah, big up to everyone that's watching. Big up to Geeks. I know Geeks is doing the England versus Brazil watch along. So feel free to go over to his channel as well. Please subscribe to him as well. He's an awesome man. But yeah, he obviously is doing the England-Brazil game. So please do show him some love as well. Really appreciate that. Big up to Ollie. Big, massive part of FTSN. Sadly, work has taken it away from us, unfortunately, but we are very much looking forward to when he comes back. The Mullet show was always entertaining and fun to watch. So yeah, Ollie, hope you're doing well, and I hope your leg's better as well. Big up to Temmie, saying hello, Bobby. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Sorry you're not seeing me tonight. I feel absolutely awful. Big up, mate. Hope you get better soon. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Big up to Tony. Hope you're well, Temmie. Feel like rubbish, I'll be honest. It's why I'm not on camera. Honestly, I look awful. I feel awful. But you know me, I don't like to disappoint anyone. So I did say the show's been set up a few days. So yeah, I wanted to do the show. Big up to Luke and big up to the Silver One. Hope you're all doing well. Right. So obviously this is regarding the 10 fixtures, not just for us. You know me, I like to level it out as much as I possibly can. So what I have done, and I have asked multiple people. I've asked Arsenal fans, I have asked neutral fans, Liverpool fans, and Man City fans. So I have got a fully comprehended final three positions for the end of the season. And it's an interesting situation at the end, I'll be honest. Terry saying drink some Porto tears. I hear they clear up airways. Mate, I could do with something, I tell you. Yeah. Yeah, I've got, let's just say there's plenty of drugs in me at the moment. This is all I'm saying. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I'm going to do my best because I don't like upsetting anyone and disappointing anyone. So, right, so these are the fixtures that we have got left. So we'll start with Man City at the end. These are in game week order, so they're not going to be played in this order, obvious reasons. So they're in game week order. So obviously games will be postponed and changed, and it looks like different, but these are the 10 games left for each of us, not in order. Right, so Man City have got to go to Brighton. Obviously, Man City will be playing Arsenal, which will be a week tomorrow. Man City are home to Aston Villa, away to Crystal Palace, at home to Luton, away to Tottenham, away to Nottingham Forest, at home to Wolves, away to Fulham, and at home to West Ham. Now, I have to be honest, it's definitely not as hard as our 10 fixtures, but there are a couple of slip-ups there. Ones that shout out to me. I don't think Aston Villa game will be as easy as a lot of people think. Obviously, playing us is not going to be as easy as they think. I do think Arsenal can, if we turn up and we play to our full capacity, we can actually surprise them. Tottenham away. Weird to say that Tottenham are someone's bogey team, but they are. So yeah, that could be an interesting game. That could be a slip up. I think it will just be a draw, though, personally. But they've also got some relegation battles there as well, which I'm not saying they're in a relegation battle, but they're facing teams that are in a relegation battle. And those teams, nearer the end of the season, when their lives are at stake, and they are, because, you know, the players, if they get relegated, they know that they're going to have to leave the club or something different will have to happen, wage cut and all that kind of stuff. So they tend to go up another level, maybe 2 levels. So, you know, they've got Luton at home. That should be fairly simple, to be fair. Crystal Palace away is not going to be that easy. Nottingham Forest away is not going to be that easy. Wolves, they're comfortable for me personally. Fulham away. Now, obviously, we saw how Fulham did against Tottenham. Yes, it was a poor Tottenham performance, but Fulham, wow. That was a great performance by Fulham, in my opinion. West Ham are just a big, because that's the last game of the season, and there'll be other things on West Ham's mind, probably. I would definitely say that I think that's an easy win for City, if I'm honest. Right, we'll move on to Liverpool. Obviously, they've got the Merseyside derby. They're playing Brighton at home, Sheffield United at home. To be fair, that's just always 3 points. Obviously, the Man United Liverpool game. Now, I know that Chris Welch that's in the chat, and yeah, please do subscribe to his channel as well. He did change that because he sent me 2 lots. And I did notice, Chris, I did notice the difference. But yeah, that result has now changed since that performance of Man United Liverpool in the FA Cup. And rightly so, to be fair, because that Man United performance was incredible. There was some dodgy moments by United in that team, in that match, but it was a very, very good end to that game for Man United, in my opinion. And Liverpool didn't look quite right, in my opinion. But yeah, they've obviously got Tottenham at home as well. Aston Villa away is going to be tricky, especially if Aston Villa are still fighting for Champions League place at that point. That is not going to be easy. West Ham away, again, I think West Ham will have one eye on European competition, if I'm honest. So I don't know about that one. Fulham away, again, they've got Fulham away. Honestly, we lost to them. Tottenham got battered by them. So you never know. That could also be a stumbling block for Liverpool. But again, it should be doable. The Everton away, the Merseyside derby could be a very interesting game, in my opinion. Obviously, Everton obviously got the points deduction. They're fighting relegation. They are going to be up. Well, okay, I might rephrase what I was about to say. They should be up for that game. Doesn't necessarily always pan out that way, unfortunately. Right, let's move on to Arsenal's fixtures. Arsenal have obviously got Chelsea at home, Man City away, Luton at home should be fairly easy. Brighton away, tricky. Villa at home. I'm so undecided on the Villa at home. I feel like it's going to be comfortable, but Villa are a pain sometimes. Wolves, obviously away as well. That is now also moved to a Saturday night game, which is a weird thing. But yeah, obviously it's literally in my back garden. So yeah, it's not going to be as easy as some people think that's going to be. I'll be honest. Obviously got the North London derby. Anything can happen. Form goes out the window. It's all about a battle. Bournemouth at home should be comfortable. Man United away again. I felt more comfortable before that FA Cup performance by United, if I'm honest, because I thought that was very good from United. I was the most entertaining FA Cup game I've seen for a long time, and Everton at home. And we all know what we do tend to do at last game of the season at home. We normally batter the team. However, Everton could be fighting for their lives that final day, so they could actually turn up. Normally, the teams that we're playing on the last game of the season have nothing to fight for, and they're already on Bognor Regis beach, so yeah, they don't normally turn up. So that game could be different depending on the situation with Everton. Right, so let's get into your comments. That's me waffling on and off there. Let's have a look. See. People have been putting in loads of stuff. Just don't watch F1 to make you better, mate. I was. You know what, Chris? I was awake that time this morning, and no matter what, I did not want to watch the qualifying. I was awake, and I could have watched it, and I chose not to. That shows how much I do not want to watch F1 right now. I think they announced the games for April this morning on Sky Sports. Yeah, they've changed a couple of fixtures around. North London derby has been set, but can change depending on Arsenal's progression in Champions League. So that still could change. Yeah, I think we've got by far the most difficult last 10 games. We faced the most top 6 teams. I know some Nana has literally worked out the average positions of the opponents for each team. We're on 9.2, someone's on 9.5, and someone's on 10.1. So yeah, we have on average, I don't know why anyone's done that. It means absolutely skibbity squat. For me, it's more to do with who will be who's got more to fight for. Now, if Everton are safe by the time we face them at the end of the season, that game will change. Like, they will not care. This is the thing. At the end of the season, it all depends on who has still got something to play for. That's why sometimes you get like games that are like 5-2, 6-0, 5-0s. You get crazy scores at the end of the season. It is always the way. For City, I'm looking at Arsenal, Villa, Spurs, Forest, and Fulham. Forest, especially, going to be fighting for their lives. They are. They've obviously got point deduction as well now. Tony's actually done a prediction. Thank you, mate. Arsenal final 10. City 2, Arsenal 0, Arsenal 4, Luton 0, Brighton 0, Arsenal 2. Well, you're confident about going to Brighton. I'm a little bit iffy on the Brighton one. At home, I'd be a little bit more comfortable. There, I'm not so comfortable, if I'm honest. Arsenal 2, Villa 1. Yeah, that's kind of where my headspace is. Wolves 1, Arsenal 1. Again, you're matching my headspace with that one. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. I don't know. I've got a horrible feeling. I really do. I don't know why. I've got a horrible feeling about North London derby. United 0, Arsenal 3. Wow. I'd love it. I just don't see it at the moment. Arsenal 4, Everton 0. That all depends on like where Everton are in their headspace at that time for me. If they're already safe or they're already relegated, I think either way that will happen. But if they're fighting for something, I think they'll actually put a fight on. And obviously the to be confirmed game, but it has been confirmed now. It's on a Tuesday night, I believe. Arsenal 4, Chelsea 1. I've got you know what it is? I think it is because we've got certain Arsenal fans that like bantering certain sections of other fan bases. And it makes me nervous because the thing is, when they come back at us, they put us all under the same umbrella, like we are the ones that attacked them. We didn't. I didn't say like I get attacked, and that literally I say nothing. I don't give anyone banter. It's not the way I do things. And it's like, oh, all Arsenal fans are this, and I'm like, I didn't say anything. You know, I respect most teams. So there we go. We've got to go to 3 grounds we don't often win at: Etihad, Tottenham Stadium, and Old Trafford. Yeah, exactly, mate. For us, I'm looking at Everton, Man U, Fulham, West Ham, Tottenham, and Villa. Yeah. Liverpool are favourites. Well, there is a result at the end of this. There are 26 people that have put their teams in. There is a result, and it is a clear winner. You'll see at the end. I'm not going to let you know just yet. For Arsenal, I'm looking at Chelsea. Yeah. City. Yeah. Villa. Yeah. Wolves. Kind of. Yeah. Tottenham. Yes. United. I'd have to shove Brighton in there as well. Brighton are for us can be a tricky team. I don't know why. Liverpool 10, Everton 0. I love it. Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, I misread that. Oh, you can tell I'm ill. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Got you. Liverpool 3, Brighton 0. Liverpool 5, Sheffield 0. Man United 0, Liverpool 2. Yeah. Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 0. Fulham 1, Liverpool 1. West Ham 2, Liverpool 1. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at me weird because I've got something in my ear. Just so I've got something playing in my ear. Just so I won't tell you what the show is because I'm not actually paying attention. It's just so I've got something in my ear. So. If anyone can guess what you think I might be watching in the background, you're more than welcome to have a guess. Villa 2, Liverpool 1, Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. City will win. Yeah, a lot of people have got that mindset, but you'll be quite surprised at who's the favourite later. Yeah, I gave United credit. To be honest, I wasn't bitter, but losing to them of all people. But to be honest, I heard there was a local parade in London for United Fans Day afterwards. Love it. Oh, bless you, mate. Tony's done the point tally. 85 for Arsenal, Liverpool 83, City 90. Tony, definitely stay tuned for the end of the show because you'll be quite shocked who actually is is a clear favourite out of the 26 people on who will win. Chelsea game is St George's Day. Thank you, Tony. Evening PB and to all in the chat. 23rd of March and fireworks go. What? For no reason. Why is everyone thinking I'm watching Ant and Dec? It's actually the Tiger King. For people that don't know, Netflix. It's just literally just something to put in my ear because otherwise I'm just not feeling very well. So it just makes me feel a little bit more comforted when I've got something in my ear. It just makes me feel a little bit, yeah, I can't explain it. Right, so we're going to get on to the first lots of predictions. Now, I haven't broke this down into the points because it would be like about a 5-hour show if I was to go through every single game. Right, so Sharon, who's representing Aston Villa, this was her final standings for the end of the season. So Liverpool will finish on 90 points, Man City back 5 points behind them on 85, and Arsenal on 83 in third. So that's quite interesting, and yeah, you'll see a pattern at some point, and you're probably seeing it now. Jim, who represents Bournemouth, he has also gone with a Liverpool will win by 5 points again, and Man City back in third. I'm quite surprised that Man City. You'll see that Man City are third in quite a few people's, and I was quite surprised by that, to be honest. I think that's where people have seen Man City this season and just gone not totally convinced by him. I'm of the same opinion. I have not been convinced by Man City this season. I don't think they're the force that they once were, and obviously that makes me happy. So I'm quite chill with that. But big up to Sharon and Jim. Right, let's move on to the next two. Deji, who is representing Brentford. Yeah, I know Arsenal fans will be thinking it's that Deji. I promise it's not. It's a Brentford one. Again, Liverpool to win. Just by the 1 point at this time over Man City. Arsenal will be back 3 points behind on 87. So again, this one close. This will make an epic end of the season game, I will have to be honest. Tony, who's representing Brighton, have got Arsenal to win, but look how close that one was. Arsenal on 89 points, Liverpool on 88 points, and Man City on 87 points. And even the goal difference is plus 56, plus 54, and plus 54. It is crazy how close some of these are. Right, let's move on to Alan, who representing Burnley. Gone with Liverpool winning it by 3 points over Man City, and Arsenal back further on 5 points behind Man City in third on 86 points. Lord Daniel representing Chelsea. Manchester City will win it, according to him, by 4 points. I don't know if you might notice, but he did go for a lot of shock results, if I'm honest. A lot of people dropping points. I got a feeling there was a lot of hatred towards Arsenal, if I'm honest, because we've only got 78 points out of his total. Liverpool will finish second, 4 points behind Man City. But yeah, it's just fascinating how people look at certain games in such a different way. Like, I was amazed by how different all these results were. It was incredible. Yeah, so big up to you two. Christine, next, representing Crystal Palace, has Liverpool winning just by the 1 point over Arsenal. Man City, I don't know what Man City have done to upset Christine, if I'm honest. But he only finished on 77 points, 6 points behind Arsenal. But Liverpool come out on top once again. Jonathan, representing Everton, Liverpool. I bet that was hard for him, I have to be honest, being an Everton fan, putting Liverpool as the winners. Now, a lot of these, I'll be honest, did not actually add up the points and the goal difference. So big up to Geeks, who did me a wonderful spreadsheet, which I used for all the people that did not do the finishing table. But yeah, I swear some of them, if they knew who actually finished top, would have probably changed a couple of results just to make sure that Liverpool did not win. But yeah, But that is once again a very, very close contest. Liverpool finishing on 84 points, Man City on 82, and Arsenal finishing third in third. Right, let's move on to the next two. Shahid, representing Fulham, have Arsenal to win on 90 points. Liverpool finishing 2 points behind them, and 10 points behind Liverpool, Man City. I'll be honest, I can't see that one happening. That would be a heck of a shock, if I'm honest. John, who's representing Luton, has Man City winning it. Liverpool finishing 3 points behind Man City, and then Arsenal 6 further points behind Liverpool in third. So it's fascinating. Everyone's different, honestly. Everyone has given me so many different results. It's incredible. Honestly, this was fascinating reading when I was doing it all. Right, and Neil, again, I'm sure if Neil again knew the result, I'm sure they would have changed it. But Liverpool came out top on 87 points. Arsenal 2 points behind Liverpool on 85, and Man City finishing third on 84. So another close contest. I honestly do think this is where it's going to go. I do think it's going to go down to either the last game or the penultimate game. I honestly do think it will go down to the last two games this season. Big up to Abdul Majid, who has representing Newcastle, has Man City finishing out on top, 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Arsenal finishing 5 points further behind Liverpool. Kyriakos, representing Forest, has Liverpool finishing top, 1 point ahead of Man City, and Arsenal a further 6 points behind them. Donna Maria, representing Tottenham, has Liverpool finishing top. Now, this is the closest one. This is 90 points for Man City and 88 for Arsenal. Now, I can't remember if she gave me I don't think she gave me the table, so I'm pretty sure I had to type this in. 100% sure, but yeah, this would be epic. Like, for a neutral fan, I know this is an Arsenal channel and I'm an Arsenal fan, but for a neutral, what an epic way to finish the Premier League season. That would be absolutely incredible. Fascinating. And Vanessa, this is the last of the non-biased teams. There are a couple from City, there are 3 from Liverpool, and there are some Arsenal fans that are still to get involved yet. But these are the end of the non-biased ones. So Vanessa, who's representing West Ham, has Liverpool finishing top again, just on goal difference ahead of Man City, and Arsenal finishing 8 points behind Man City. Right, let's get on to. Oh, hang on, won't change the slide there. Right, we're going to get on to some Liverpool people. Chris, you will be coming in the next section. So I haven't forgotten you, mate. I promise you're still in there. So Billy has Liverpool finishing top on 88 points, joint with Arsenal, only winning it by goal difference. Man City back 5 points behind us in third. Susan has Liverpool winning, Man City 1 point behind Liverpool, and then Arsenal a further 6 points behind Man City. Right, let's move on to some City people. And surprisingly, and this surprised me, I have to be honest. when I got their results, I was like, "Are you sure?" They went, "Yep." I went, "Fair enough." Alberto, who has Liverpool winning it by 5 points, not even close. 5 points. So basically, they're saying that Liverpool are not going to drop any points whatsoever from now until the end of the season, which will be remarkable. I'll be honest, it will be remarkable if they manage to do that. But yeah, let's have a look. And Mohammed had Liverpool finishing top, 1 point ahead of Man City, and Arsenal 2 points behind Man City in third. Let's move on to Liverpool. Oh, actually, no, we'll come back to those in a minute because I just want to get into some comments. Chris, I'll come back to yours in a minute, mate. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Apparently, Klopp is in the remake of Anchor Management. I so get that. Yeah, he does actually look like Jack, doesn't he? Especially in that movie. Unless fireworks going off for Carlisle relegation party is still 2 weeks early. So Dan went for Arsenal to get 11 points clearly hatred. I honestly do think there's a lot of hatred. Even though they're meant to be non-biased, there was clearly a lot of hatred towards some certain teams. There are a few bold points that, mate, I was quite shocked by some of them, I have to be honest. I can't have it go to final day. I can't either, if I'm honest. I did mine on reasoning, not bias. No, I'm with you, and I hope that the people that done the non-biased ones have done it in that way. I don't think all of them have, if I'm honest, from looking at their results and stuff. Walker has come off injured. What was her result for the London derby? Tottenham won. To be honest, and I'll be honest about this, and I'm sorry, Arsenal fans, I'm going to upset you. A lot of people have gone for the Tottenham wins. Some of them quite heavy as well, like a 4-2 win and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling nervous about the North London derby. I don't think we battered, but I think we might lose. And yeah, it is what it is. Under radar games, Arsenal and City both have Luton at home and Liverpool home to Sheffield United. They are goal difference games. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like what we've done so far is when we've been playing what I would class as the slightly poorer opponents, we've taken advantage of it. We've got a decent goal difference against them, which I'm happy about. The silver one isn't injured unless he broke a toenail. Walker's curfew is 9 p.m. We'll not get into that. I'll take a bet on that Liverpool prediction. It's interesting, isn't it? It really is. I find it fascinating, some of these results. I have to be honest. Right, let's get into our lot. Right, so big up to Chris. This was his second going as well, because he did give me the first one. I hadn't done the total for that one. This is his second total. So Liverpool finish top. Anyway, hang on, Chris. I've just realised you said you can't take it finishing to the final day, right? This is your comment. These are your predictions, Mr. Welch. You've predicted it well. I've just realised that. Yes, you have got it predicted to go to the end of the season. But anyway, but yeah, this is what Chris has done. So he's given us all heart attacks and high blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. Liverpool will win it on goal difference by 1 goal. 1 goal. Arsenal finished second, 1 goal behind Liverpool, and then Man City finished third, 1 point behind both Arsenal and Liverpool. Big up to Brezzy. Has Arsenal winning by 7 points over City, who will finish second, and Liverpool, who will finish third. I'll be surprised. I'll be honest. I will be surprised with that. I just can't see it happening personally. But yeah, thank you, Brez. But yeah, I don't see us winning it that comfortably. If we are going to win it, I think it'll be very close. I think it will go down to the final game of the season, or at least the penultimate game. Big up to Luke. This is Luke's predictions. Luke did it last year as well, and got it pretty much spot on. Man City will win by 3 points over Liverpool. Arsenal will finish back in third. Possible. Geeks, big up to Geeks. I know he's unable to watch. He's doing the England versus Brazil game, and you all know my hatred towards England. Well, England manager, to be fair, not England players, but England manager. Geeks has Liverpool winning by 1 point over Arsenal, and Man City all 1 point behind Liverpool. It's going to be close. So there's another very close. Notice how many tight finishes there will be. Well, what people are predicting. It's fascinating. Big up to DWTT. Has a very, very close finish. Once again, Arsenal winning. There's no goal difference on here because he gave me like a fixture list on how many points all our teams will drop. That's all he didn't do. And that's fine. I had no issues with that. The basic what I wanted was who will finish where. Arsenal will finish top. Liverpool 1 point behind, and Man City will finish third. big up to my PB. He has Arsenal winning on 92 points, Liverpool 6 points behind, and Man City back in third. So Brenny being very confident there, to be fair. And I know Brenny's very much like my mindset. So it's good to see him confident. I'll be honest, I'm not so confident, but that's just me at the moment. I'm just not that confident right now. I hope that changes. It's probably because I'm feeling rubbish as well. But I just feel like it's just, yeah. I just feel we've got a few more bigger hurdles to jump than other teams have, and that's where I think we might stumble. And the final one, big up to Satvik, has Man City winning it on 89 points, and Arsenal and Liverpool finishing on 87, 2 points behind. So again, it's going to go down to the final game. But yeah, fascinating. It's mad. Thank you ever so much for everybody that has done this, because honestly, it's fantastic. Right, let's have a look. I still refuse to predict. Well, from all the results, it's 16 Liverpool titles, 16 out of 26. So Liverpool are clear favourites with the 26 people that I've asked, and a lot of them were non-biased as well. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Man City and Arsenal both had 5 predictions each. So yeah, it's fascinating, really. Got a question for everyone. I did video on this. Should football clubs be punished for pretending their players are injured so they don't have to play on international duty? Yes. Yeah. Yes. The reason is, under FIFA law, if your player's been picked, you have to go and play for your international club. It's been a law that's been there for years, and it should always be there, because unless they're going to get rid of international football, they should be also playing for their country. That's just the way it is. And personally, there shouldn't be faking injuries. That, for me, I believe, this is what I believe. I have no proof on this. Do apologise. I believe all the teams have had an agreement with each of their FAs to say, okay, we were allowing a certain amount of minutes for the player to go over there, then I want them back. That's what I think. I hate it. What I meant for my blood pressure, I can't have it going to the final day, but my brain said it's going to final day. Yeah, it would be great. It would be great, but yeah. Look, if it's going to go to final day and Arsenal's still in it, I'm up for it, mate. I am so up for that. If Arsenal was still in the fight for the, because that's what, as Arsenal fans and all football fans, you want your team challenging, and you want your team challenging till the very end. And even if we were not to win on the final day of the season, I would be very proud of the team. After 38 games, we were challenging until the very end. I'm happy with that. That is my pinnacle of being a Arsenal fan for me. Challenging, not necessarily winning. I'm not one of those ones that we must win. I just want us always to challenge for everything possible. Brezzy has us winning every game. He does. Big up to Brez. Is Chris waiting for that golden ticket to the Willy Wonka factory? In 3 weeks, it will become a 2-horse race, says Tony. We will see. We will see. Yeah, it will come on thick and fast, and we'll soon see that there will be a. Well, there might not be, actually. It might all go all the way to the end. All 3 of us might. We don't know, but for me, I don't think we are going to last a distance. That's just my opinion. Brezzy has us winning 9 out of 10 during the other game. Brezzy is a dreamer. I love him. I love him. I love Brez. No one is breaking 90 points for me, says Tony. Oh, he's getting into a slight little bit of prediction there. City and Arsenal also need to play full strength in Champions League games. Liverpool can rotate, in my opinion, Europa League and still win games on way to final. Spot on. 100%, mate. I am looking at the stronger mentality we have now in this running. Absolutely fine, mate. I hope that we have it switched on. There's obviously been certain games we've seen this season where our mentality is just not right. Now, I'm hoping we never see that again. If we have the right mentality for the final 10 league games, we'll be sorted. Champions League's a different conversation. But like the Premier League, we switch our mindsets right, we should be fine. Big up to I have no idea how do we even say that name? Is it I don't know. Is it a symbol? I have no idea. Saying Manon Solomon. Big up to you. I think he just had an operation as well recently. I completely agree. I said they should play for their international country. It's huge coincidence players are putting out all of a sudden. And I will say it's not just Man City, because I know a lot of people say it's Man City players. It's everybody. All the big clubs that have got something to play for right now are pulling their players out. I don't like it myself. I believe that you should play for your country. I'm patriotic. You all know I am. I'm ex-army. My country just means as much as my club does. Yeah. Should it be friendly internationals with 10 games to go? FA needs to get a calendar. Unfortunately, our calendar's always been like this, and the FA, to be honest, this is not the FA, this is FIFA. And FIFA are the ones that can change it. FA can't. They can't change it. FIFA have set periods in the calendar where international games can happen. And all FAs have to abide by this. I don't know how we can change it. It's been like this for years. I can't see it changing because international teams want a certain amount of games within the season. And it's also a financial boost for all these associations as well, because they need money coming in as well. I'm happy if we win all 9 out of 10 and we score more. Yeah. So I might look. I'll be delighted if we manage to get 9 out of 10 games. I'll be honest. If it's Arsenal versus Man City semi-final, whoever loses will hurt that team mentality, in my opinion. Yeah, that's also another good point. I honestly think that Man City will struggle against Real Madrid. I don't know why. I just honestly, for me, I'm putting Real Madrid as slight favourites in that game. I just think the City this season, Real Madrid could tear them apart. With Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. I just feel that Real Madrid could tear apart that Man City team. I do apologise. Yeah, it's FIFA for me. FA got bigger things to deal with, including themselves. Yeah, this is the thing. FIFA set the rules. IFAB set the laws. FIFA set the rules for all FA organisations, and what they say goes. Unless you want to go independent, there is a couple of associations that have not gone under FIFA rule, and they don't do very well, if I'm honest. Unless you've got massive donors that will pump loads of money into you, you're gonna struggle. So yeah, friendlies are to make FA money. They prove nothing. They don't, look, I would be watching the England game if Southgate weren't there. Let me get that right. It's literally because of Southgate. It's the reason that I'm not watching it. But who wouldn't want to watch your country play Brazil? I would love to, but I stick with my principles. It's strange how our fan base want us to challenge for everything and then stress out when we do. I know. But that makes you feel alive, doesn't it? It makes your blood boil. It makes you feel alive, and that's what being a football fan is all about for me. All I know, it's going to be a final day between all three teams. Going to be tense, intense, and chaotic. It is, mate. It is, guys. That's me done. Thank you ever so much for everyone that's got involved the whole week. There's been lots happening, so thank you very much. Hopefully I'm feeling better for tomorrow. I will be back with a watch along, unless I'm too poorly. I should be okay. Obviously we've got Aston Villa versus Arsenal tomorrow. Preview will be the end of the week for the Man City game, and then we're back to normal with all the fixtures, and it's just going to be a madness until the end of the season now. And I'm looking forward to the playoff finals as well, taking a bit of a side route there, but playoff finals I cannot wait for. Absolutely incredible. So everyone turns up for friendlies. How many play? Well, exactly. It's mad, isn't it? I think isn't it like 20 odd people picked, and Only 11 people can play. Oh, I find it mental, but there we go. It is what it is. Guys, I'm out of here. I hope you all doing well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.